Iran's foreign minister pushing back. Iran's foreign minister pushing back. Iran's foreign minister pushing back.
Hello, welcome in, my friends. Welcome in, my mothers, my brothers, my sisters. Whoa, didn't need to do that. Blew right in your ears. Okay, I gotta put my charger on my freaking headphones here, which sucks, but it is what it is, guys. Let's put that right here so it won't fall the fuck off. So hold on, I'll be back in a second, guys. All right, I'm back. Okay, let's get on. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh my God. Whew. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? We're gonna have a cool freaking show. Happy Mondays to all you wonderful people. Happy Mondays to all you beautiful people. Hope you guys are doing good. Hey, Molten. Hey. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. All right, gonna put that there. So yes, I am on YouTube. I got 5 subs on YouTube. Guys, give me a follow on YouTube. I'm gonna get up above everything, my friends. Everything. Today is a beautiful day, guys. Today is a beautiful day. do this. So I'm going to be on YouTube and Kick today. So I'm kicking on YouTube today, guys. So we're going to do some crazy shit today. All right, so we got 4 people on Kick and 1 person over on YouTube. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. I really don't care. I'm gonna be talking about news and shit. So let's get my news channel thing up. That's not really what I want, but you know what? We're gonna go with it. We gotta go with it. I got an update from Deleted Laws. He was arrested a couple days ago over complete bullshit. Okay, let's jump in to see what he's talking about, what's going on in his case.
Edition of Delete Laws. As you know, we had federal trial today. I'm just going to get this out as quick as I can and then get off here because I got to do some more stuff and prep them for tomorrow's day. But I just wanted to come on real quick here and just give you guys a quick update what's happened in the federal trial here in Clark County.
That's complete bullshit what they did to him. Complete bullshit.
Las Vegas. I was able to, we got through the jury selection this morning. It was crazy because of the 20 jurors, at least 10 of those jurors.
Let me pause that for a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Okay, let's go back into that. I mean, it's complete bullshit what they did. Complete utter crap. But you know what? He's gonna get through it, just like everybody else is. So we're going to go. Okay, there's that. I need to put this one up here real quick. Hold on, guys. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna make sure that I have all this all set up the way I need to have it set up. Okay. Let's put that into here. All right, let's close that. Okay, so this is Deleted Laws. He's a great freaking person. He educates cops and stuff, but yet cops don't like him.
Were related to cops. Their husband or wife was a cop. Their aunt or uncle was a cop. We still have 2 jurors of the 8. 2 of the jurors of the 8. One woman's husband is a retired cop, and then the other juror is related to a cop, and they have 2 different family members who are cops, and we weren't allowed to get rid of them for cause, because even if you have a cousin or a brother or your husband's a cop, the judge asks the potential juror, do you feel as though you can be unbiased in making a decision because this is an excessive force claim? And they say, oh yeah, I can be unbiased and not make the decision with a biased perspective or a biased principle. It absolutely is not true. There's a woman on the jury whose husband is a retired cop. He retired being a cop. Now, let me explain to you what that means exactly. That woman who was married to the cop, let's say he had a 30-year career. We can call it a career, right? Loosely. So let's say, for example, that she was married to that cop for 30 years. How many beatings did she keep him? I'm not saying that he did beat her. I'm saying that if he beat her, because we know 2 out of 5 cops beat their wives, their children, or both. So the woman who is the juror on my jury, whose husband is a retired cop, how many times did he beat her? How many times did he cheat on her? How many times did he not come home at night and she stood by him? If she's a cop's wife who retired, we know that a good percentage of cops are bad, that they're bad people. They shouldn't be a cop, that it's the wrong profession for them. We know that. Put a 1 in the chat if that's a fact. That my number is going to be around 80% of cops shouldn't be cops. 4 out of 5 cops shouldn't be cops. Put a one in the chat if we know the majority of cops are not good. They're not good. They're just not. They're not good. If they were good, we wouldn't have all these problems. There wouldn't be hundreds of thousands of people suing cops. You wouldn't have the federal court system packed with civil rights violations cases. So
Yeah,
let's assume that that woman, when she was married to a cop, for the 30 years he was a copper, she had to overcome he cheated. She had to overcome that he hit her or hit her kids. So she's dyed in the wool blue. She's no longer white or Filipino or Asian or black. She's blue. She saw past his indiscretions how many times? How many times did she see past the abuse? How many times did she see past the cheating? How many times did she see past where he didn't come home at night because he was working late? How many times? And she's a juror on the jury deciding whether or not the case that I have is excessive force. I think that's Dale. Thanks for this. Thanks for the memberships. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support, you guys. I really appreciate it. So, I mean, my only frustration, and just so you guys know, the attorney that I have has done an absolute excellent job. He's done a great job. He did a really good job. He's been asking the hard questions. He's been pushing back. He's been objecting and having the objections sustained. When they objected against us, their objections got overruled. So, but just the idea that we can't seat a jury without one of the jurors having either a husband or a kid who's a cop, and you can't seat the jury. There was at least 10 members of the jury who were married to cops, or their son or daughter was a cop, or their aunt or uncle was a cop. And every time we hire, just like people with the 50,000 new ICE cops, right? That's 50,000 more families that are related to a cop now. That's 50,000 more best friends that are related to, that have a best friend who's a cop. That's 50,000 more cousins that have a cousin who's a cop. And that equals a police state and an authoritarian perspective as far as culture. And we have to get rid of all these cops. There's too many. Just like the name of my channel is Delete Laws, because we have too many laws on the books. Thanks for the gifted memberships. I appreciate that. So, you know, I can't see the chat. I don't have my glasses on. I put my glasses on for a minute. But I just wanted to come in and check in with you guys and let you know how this is going and what exactly has gone down so far. Nick, what's going on? I see you. There we go. Now I can see you guys. What's going on? Yeah, Will Rockstar, how you guys doing? Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. You guys double tap, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, double tap, hit that like button. Just tap right on your phone if you would, please. I got very limited time because we have to prep for tomorrow's court day and wearing these monkey suits. Oh man, I got that, Steven. I got your, Steven, thanks for that super chat, man. I got it. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
He's awesome. He's awesome. I feel so bad for that he's going through this bullshit. So freaking bad that he's going through that bullshit. I mean, the only thing he was doing was videotaping, but I guess there's a new law that says you can't videotape cops now, which is completely stupid. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is not really going to matter. It's not really going to matter. Okay, so... Here's this chick that won't fucking identify what a woman is. She keeps black like... Just... Oh. So I gotta be careful of what music I play because of the fact that... I guess Bad Bunny, I guess the black Americans are mad at the NFL for doing what they did. Oh, shit. The shit hit the fan about frickin' all the crap that was going on and all the bullshit. It's hilarious. It's hilarious to see these people lose their minds. Hey, what's up? What's up, Bilbo? Much love to you, man. Much love to you, you bloody legend. Hey, Hazard, what's up, brother? How are you doing? Welcome in, my friends. It's gonna be a cool, kind of slow day. It's gonna be a slow day. I'm on YouTube, so I gotta watch out what I play. So I might put on for a little bit. I need to take care of some things around the house before I start. But no, it's a beautiful day, man. Bilbo Swaggins, I like that. I like that, man. What's up, Bilbo? How you doing, buddy? How's your day going? Okay, we're gonna check out this. I guess running again. I guess Kamala Harris is gonna be running for president in 2028, which is gonna be very, very, very interesting, to say the least. So let's check it out.
It's time for Lefties Losing
This
It.
is Rita.
Now,
She's
here
awesome.
is a rational, considered opinion about geopolitics, about the conflict in the Middle East, delivered in a sober, eloquent manner.
No! 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 Because hundreds of thousands of people are starving! Babies and mothers and grandfathers are starving to death! Because there are thousands of trucks of food and diapers and baby formula behind them! Wall! And Israel won't let me in!
I think we all learned something there. Let's move along now to this totally sane and rational lady who just can't understand why those around her are happy with the economy booming, with crime being down, with the border crisis being resolved. Perhaps therapy will help.
Like, am I supposed to go to therapy now? Because I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with all of the anger and the hatred that I feel right now. But I feel like if I go to therapy, all they're going to say is the same, like, do what's in your bubble of control. You can't control. I know this. I know this. I have been trying to control what I can control since 2016. And every effort I put in and everything I do makes no difference. The world and the people around it keep getting worse.
Let's go to the lefty heartland
What's
of
up, Mr.
Portland,
Strange? How
where
you
for
doing?
weeks now Antifa types have
Welcome
been
in, my
protesting
brother.
outside
Oh,
an
it's going great.
immigration and custom enforcement facility.
Oh, thank you, man. I
and
hope
it was
you have a
all
great
fun
day.
and games until it wasn't.
Oh, she's showing her boobies.
Your feelings hurt! Hey! Oh my God! Hey!
Well, then don't fuck
Yep,
with
they got
ICE.
sick of your nonsense.
Don't fuck with ICE if you don't want to get fucked with.
But this has to be the best moment out of Portland in recent weeks and involves the ratbag crowd of lefty agitators outside the ICE facility being told to obey the law, but listen to the voice giving the orders. This is superb.
Restricted area may be
That's Donald
subject to
Trump!
detention
That's
or
Donald Trump!
to depart the
That's
restricted area. Thank you. This is the Federal Protective Service. The facility is closed and not open to the public. Stay out of the area of the driveway to allow for vehicular traffic. Remain on
Ice,
the
ice,
sidewalk
baby.
or across the street.
Yay, beautiful.
This restricted
How's my baby girl doing?
subject to detention or arrest for failing to depart the restricted area. Thank you.
Joining me now is political advisor and commentator
Oh.
CJ.
I'm glad you're doing good, baby girl. I'm glad you're doing good. Hope your day was good.
Pearson. CJ, let's start with this groveling, pathetic apology from popular fitness influencer Joey Swole, who copped a backlash
Yeah.
from the left for posting something completely normal about Hulk Hogan.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they
Why?
were with me that I
Why?
had posted that.
Why?
CJ, that pitiful
Why?
apology went on for some time. It's almost a perfect illustration in how not to handle the crazy left.
You know, you're exactly right, Rita. And honestly, thank you. First and foremost, thank you for having me. But I gotta say, it's indicative of the fact that everything seems to be swole about him, but his backbone, right? But I think it's just more about the left than it does him, because why is this man being canceled for wishing well wishes to someone who just died and their family, right? The fact that the left was actively parading Hulk Hogan's death, an American icon, simply because his politics were different than their own, is despicable, disgusting. But unfortunately,
Yeah,
par
they
the
don't
course
like
for many of
Hulk
these
Hogan in the
people.
media,
But,
which is
you know what he
fucking
will learn, and I imagine.
Yeah, they don't like Hulk Hogan in the media, which is completely fucking redundant. He was an entertainer, that's what he was. And they got their fucking panties in a bun and started mocking him when he passed away, which is completely freaking arrogant and bullshit. I mean, I watched Hulk Hogan since I was a little kid, and I never saw him freaking hurt a soul. Yes, his comments might have hurt some people, but they're only comments, and they're his prerogative. And he could say whatever he wants to fucking say, and all the people that freaking coddle down to the left like this dude did, this fitness influencer quit social media over Hulk Hogan controversy. I'm done. Well, then I guess you're done, bud. But my baby girl's here, and I'm happy now. I'll have a good stream now that she's here. My heart is yours, baby girl. It's just so freaking redundant how everybody that is in the middle is cuddling to the left like they're some God-given gift to society, and they're not. They have freaking gone against the grain for a long time. They hate Christians. They hate the Bible, even though they say they don't, but they do. It's freaking, it's redundant and it's stupid. I mean, and it's. Oh, why do you see boobs? It's because it's on my thing. This is the boob show, a fancy as fuck show. I'll take them down if you don't want me to have them up, girl. I don't want to upset you. So here you go. Boop. There you go. They're gone for now. I don't want to have you jealous. Don't be jealous, girl. It's just... Yeah, they lashed out at him, and it's freaking hilarious that they freaking lashed out at him over a Hulk Hogan controversy thing, and it's and I can't understand, but it's him. He felt that he had to lash out, or not lash out, had to coddle to their emotions.
He already learned it, is that you can't apologize to these people and expect them to forgive you. You never apologize to the mob, because as soon as you show blood, they're smelling it.
I bet you have some big ones.
Absolutely, just emboldens them,
that?
and we just saw there that groveling humiliation ritual didn't work. Joey Swole's now saying that he's quitting the internet altogether, CJ. Tell me, what's your advice to those who find themselves caught up in the left's cancel culture? When they come for you, when they bombard you with messages or bad publicity, if you happen to be a business or a public person, what's the best way to handle it?
Rita, I've been fighting on the front line of the conservative movement here in the States since I was 12 years old, and I've gotten plenty of death threats and stripes across my back to show for it. And what I've always said to myself is that at the end of the day, if you're not getting pushed back, you're not pushing hard enough. I love this country, and I think many people do. And if we love this country as much as we say that we do, we ought to fight for it. But also, too, stand on business. Come on. If you feel as if that you can't say what you want on your own platform, what's the point of having the platform?
That's right.
People, stop letting the inmates run the asylum.
This is so true. You've got to have a backbone. That's got to be. You've got to have some principles, because then if you.
A lot of them don't have principles or backbone, and then they get mad when you call them out about it. It's funny.
Actually have done something that's worthy of an apology. When you see people apologizing for having done nothing wrong, that's really when you lose all respect for them. But let's stick with cancel culture. The unhinged reaction to Sydney Sweeney's ads for American Eagle.
Oh, they hated that shit.
Astonishing. Let's have a look at just a little bit.
Hey, you want to go to American Eagle?
Oh, I can't go in there because I'm black. Those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird, like fascist weird, like Nazi propaganda weird.
Genes are passed down from...
No, the only thing I can say is that the only person that's weird is you, sweetheart.
Parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not.
CJ, the meltdown has been...
It's just, yeah, the meltdown has continued over this propaganda stuff that it's against... She never said that they were white. Okay. Don't fall on your ass, please. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want you to hurt your butt.
Huge. We've seen pieces in MSNBC. We've seen hundreds, if not thousands, of outraged clips posted online. How do you see this issue?
I don't want you.
I see these people as sick in the head, Rita. To be quite frank with you, I've not seen a single attractive person attack Sydney Sweeney for participating in these ads, and I think that says a lot about what's going on here. Here's the deal: these people aren't upset about so-called Sydney Sweeney setting women back. They're upset that she's a young, hot, healthy, white blonde girl who is genuinely feminine, and they despise that. These people who are making all of these videos right now, they weren't calling out Dylan Mulvaney when he was erasing biological women and taking part in tampon ads, even though he has no place to put said tampons. They weren't calling out, Lee Thomas when she was, he was going after, the championships of folks like, Riley Gaines. These people don't care about actual women. They care about their feelings. But what I would love to say about this is that this is actually a sign of progress. Before we had to deal with the Dylan Mulvaneys, we had to deal with the Lizzos being heralded as the symbols of body positivity. Now, I think the corporate America knows that we're done with the wokeness. We're done with the woke agenda. And that's exactly why you're seeing folks like Sydney Sweeney given the platform that they're given.
Well, this is really a challenge to the whole body positivity movement, isn't it? Because we saw ads from really major brands which featured people who were morbidly obese, who weren't, considered attractive by, any standards really. And you couldn't even be critical of that without being labelled as some sort of hateful fat shamer. But this seems to be just flying in the face of that entire movement.
It exactly is. When I voted for President Trump on November 4, 2024, I knew that I was voting to make America great again. Who knew that I was voting to make America hot again too? But I gotta say, it's a great side benefit, and I think many people are.
I mean, it's completely the truth. I gotta get off that. My brain is too freaking freaked out right now. This guy is so out of his brains right now. That temple. This woman has no brain cells whatsoever. The left hates me. I know that. I don't know why, but I'm just that type of person that I tend to piss people off. Here's Christian Noblest is fashion. I'm going to put this on for a moment.
That's not answering my question, though. I'm asking you if under this democracy we vote in Christian nationalism, what's the problem with it?
Yeah, fair point. I'm getting to that. So what would be bad? Or all
this
the
guy doesn't get to anything. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is.
I described before. We're going to have...
Now, what would be bad, ultimately, under democracy, the system itself is set so that we can do this, right? If people think it's in their own best interest to vote based on their Christianity, you shouldn't have a problem with that, right?
As long as we follow the law. Yeah, the way the Constitution is written, it should prevent this. But if we ignore the Constitution, burn it down, then yeah, you could have an ideological capture of the government.
Yeah.
But we're not supposed to have that.
Wait.
Once you allow someone to capture the government, then you immediately allow someone else to capture the government.
How would this be capturing the government? You want people to vote based on their value structures, right?
Well, as long as they're voting in the same interests of the goal of
that you want, right?
that they would want, even a rationally ordered
Well,
person
hang on. If
would want this.
entailed here is that they don't want that.
Let me finish that my explanation to that. So, if you allow a government to just people to just vote for what ideology the government can push, then it's a matter of time only that someone gets in and pushes the ideology you don't like and forces you to do things like prevents us from having this meeting, for example, shuts this down, like maybe would happen in China, for instance. As soon as you allow that to happen, you will lose control of the government, and bad things will happen as a result. That's how we get fascism and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but do you see how you're not answering to this?
But the goal then is therefore to prevent that.
Here's
So
what I'm asking
You
again.
have to structure the government so that you have the government's neutrality. It treats everyone the same, and you build it so that it cannot.
Richard, can
do
you answer
anything
to the
else.
question? If it's the case in democracy, people vote in Christian nationalism. How can you make the claim they don't want it? And if it's the case that we're after human flourishing, hang on, if it's the case that we're after human flourishing, isn't that, I mean, what you're basing this on is like, we should stop them from doing that, right?
Well, so as long as they're following the Constitution that was built to prevent that, right, then that's not going to happen, right?
Well, you can vote in people to get rid of parts of the Constitution you don't like.
But changing the Constitution requires more than a majority vote. So, yeah, what would happen? Here's what would happen.
Back up.
If we got
people can vote in politicians, right, who can then do things which would change the Constitution, or there could be a constitutional convention.
You know how the Constitution? Yeah, like it's a lot harder to get a constitutional amendment change. So let's assume you've got a society that's so.
And it depends on how the Supreme Court rules.
Let's assume you've got such a let's say it's 75% of the country now is Christian nationalists, and they actually get the legislatures they want. They actually in all the states and everything, and they get the Constitution changed. What my proposition would say is that's when things are going to go south. That is actually going to go against human interests because of all the past examples of this happened before.
Yeah, so you want to stop them from doing that, right?
I would want to stop them from doing that.
Would you use force and persuasion to do that?
Only if they are breaking the law. If they
but they change the law to their preference.
Yeah, I think in that case, if that happened, if the country actually voted to destroy itself, I would have to leave.
Okay, so I just want to make sure though. Would you use force rather than persuasion in that case to stop that from happening?
Only if they use force against me. If they're using force, then I'll use force. But if we had the whole country literally just decided this to basically just
it's not the whole country.
Destroy the country.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I would actually have to leave. And if they tried chasing me and finding me,
they're not trying to chase you and find you.
Yeah.
The spirit of the question is asking you. I'm asking you a simple question.
Force is met with force.
Yeah, I'm not asking you about force being met with force. I'm asking you if force should be used to prevent this if necessary. So, like, let's say, for instance, I don't know, 60% of the nation wanted it, and the rest of them didn't. Should they, at that point, be using force rather than persuasion?
So if they did it, like they actually did it, then I would just have to leave. Because if they're not
You're not answering the question, dude.
Unless they start using force against me. Like if they come for me to like all the atheists, well, now I have to fight them.
I'm asking you if it's the case that force should be used by people who are in a minority, if the majority is voting in these policies, yes or no?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Should people, if necessary, use force, even if it's the case that these are being voted in legitimately, right? Is there some problem with people using force at that point to stop it?
Well, I think at that point, it is the wrong word here. So, like, what then happens? So once they turn around, once they've done it, and they turn around and start using force on us.
Well, what force?
To go kill all the atheists? Or
no, they're not. No. They could just do things like, I don't know, no more marriage.
By the time, look at the French Revolution. By the time they get in there,
baby
you won't
girl
have
is
control
cold.
of what
I
they
know.
decide at that point.
But
they
you
could
can't
decide to go kill all the
But what I'm
atheists.
saying is that is it the case that
I know it's tomorrow. I wish I was. Okay, what am I doing here? What am I doing? Let's close that. Let's get out of that. Yeah, tomorrow is baby girl. She's going to be 20 years old, guys. She's going to be 20 years old tomorrow. Oh, I wish I could warm you up, baby girl. Wish I could warm you up. You're getting old? No, you're not. You're still young. You're still young, baby girl. I'm an old fart. I am an old fart, girl. I can't do much, but I can dance. Oh, I know. Let's get out of this. You guys can't see me. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. Oh my God, guys. It is going to be a slow day. I am exhausted. Did a lot of stuff today. Got a lot of stuff done. Yeah, males that have boobs are still males. Yeah, I'm an old fart. Sorry, I'm breathing into the mic again. My other mic isn't working, so I'm using my my headphones mic so I can talk to you wonderful, sexy people. Hey, Bilbo, how you doing, my friend? I've been hearing rumors about this. That Arnold would love to see another...
Arnold Schwarzenegger was furious. Conan the Destroyer was a far cry from the brutal, brooding epic he signed on for, like the original. But bound by contract, he had no choice. Behind closed doors, he mocked it as Conan the Librarian. And the fallout, massive. The film's poor reception shattered plans for a trilogy. The third installment, Conan the Conqueror, was...
Oh, you are definitely sexy, baby girl. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, I bet you do wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So, if the Constitution is only suitable to the government of a moral... Constitution is suitable to the governance of morals and godly people, it should be a weapon in the hands of an immortal, ungodly people. Yes, that is very, very... Oh, my God. Hold on, I gotta take a drink. But you are... That's the truth. That's the truth. Oh. Baby girl, you're getting me hot. You're getting me hot. Which it has became because of yes, and it needs to stop. It needs to stop. There's too many people that try to use. You're not sorry, but you're not. You're sorry, but you're not. Oh, no, you don't have to be sorry. I want you to get me all hot and bothered. It's the most excitement I've had for years. I don't have a girlfriend, so I'm kind of sitting in the corner, kind of staring off into space most of the time. Only time my family lets me out of the cage is when I go streaming. You're the one person that can get me hot and bothered all she wants. All you want to, girl. I mean, I have way too much negative shit on my feed on YouTube. Oh, Pat Murrieta, he's a badass frickin' actor, man. I've seen him in all kinds of shows, all kinds of movies, and he was awesome. But Placid, yes. Subvertant, yes. It's disgusting to see all these idiots in government. Yep. We got Terminator weird facts. We got a cop. You know what? Let's get the fuck off this. You know what? Do I have anything going on frickin'... I'm gonna log out of frickin' YouTube. Close that. Don't really